Utah begins the game with the basketball. Rudy Gobert returns last year. The Jazz go on their run. Jay, how reliant is Utah on the freshman?
I would say pretty heavily, considering he's the reigning NBA Defensive Player of the Year. And his footwork on the perimeter to guard pick and pops, especially in the West where people are playing small ball, is imperative for this team. This team has to win it on the defensive end. That is the mentality of the Utah Jazz. Old school, like the old days with Byron Russell and John Stockton. That's the way they'll win games.
It goes down.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Rockets have the ball. Paul to Harden. Has a chance. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Mitchell defended by Tucker to Rubio. Here comes the screen. Rubio. They get it down to Mitchell. Cleans it up. Another shot stays out. Harden with it up top. He'll run the offense. James Harden, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Down low for Gobert. Not that time.
And a lot of times in this league, teams take days off. But if this defense keeps maintaining that style of pace defensively, this is going to be a dogfight.
It's Udo with the block shot.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Rubio into the front court. Down 2. No good. That's great defense. Tucker to Anthony. It's a big finish.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. They get it down to Gobert. Shot from the lane won't go. Ooh, Chris Paul. Missed his first. That one goes.
It's not a travel if it looks pretty.
Here's Rubio up top. 8-2 our score. From long range. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
And they call the foul. Felt a breeze there, Jay.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions. And that's rejected by Gobert, the stifle tower. Mitchell with it up top. Now down 6. For 3, that's off the side of the rim, short. With the rock, it's Chris Paul. Harden. His first effort off the mark. Probing the defense. Going to launch beyond the arc. Well, their first 3, and they're right back in it. Within a possession in this first quarter.
Well, I don't want to live in the past, but if you got a couple of those that dropped earlier, they could have had a nice lead. Now, we got a dogfight.
Harden into the front court. Up by 3. James Harden. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
It just seems like one of 3 things happen every time James Harden has the ball. Either he scores, he gets fouled, or he kicks it out to someone for a 3. Pick your poison.
From the painted area, won't go down.
Woo, I like that intensity on that play. That's how you actually dig in the dirt and do your job on the defensive end.
Harden, Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
A shot rejected by Capella.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Ingles matched up with P.J. Tucker. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
Every once in a while, a player comes into the league without a lot of hype, but starts showing and, more importantly, proving himself every single night. Spider Mitchell is one of those type of generational players, and what's crazy to even think that a year ago, he almost decided to skip the NBA draft to becoming not one of the best players on his team, but one of the greatest players in the league itself. And how about this for a fact that will throw your mind? He finished his rookie season with a far better PER, that's a player efficiency rating, than other rookies, these rookies when they come into the league. That's John Stockton and Karl Malone. That says something.
It goes down. Oh, he's feeling good. Maybe too good.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
To Harden. Trying to cash in. James Harden. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
Look, the Rockets don't take too many mid-range jumpers. Actually, last season, they led the league in three-point attempts. Glad to see them actually find a two-point shot relevant these days.
To Joe Ingles. From the outside, no good. Now Paul with the basketball. It's an 8-point lead. How's that for a start? 14 points in this first quarter as he knocks down the three.
And look, I know this requires great conditioning on the defensive part, but you have to start denying him the ball. Make him catch the ball further away from the basket.
Changes coming from both sides right now. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. They'll take it from downtown. Let's see, Jay, if that wakes them up.
Yeah, that was a big-time three, but the most important possession is now, the one you're currently in. Don't focus on the next play, but focus on the present.
To Harden. Has a look. Add 2 points to the board.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
To Allen. Fires the three. He was crowded. Grayson Allen off the mark.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Holding that toe. Here against Harden. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
Another possession they were forced to take a tough shot. This time they got it to go, but they need to do something different to start creating more open look opportunities.
Paul to Harden. Knock loose. Jazz have it. Has a chance. Harden with the rebound. Knock loose. Keeps it alive. Gotta love the hustle. Nene. Missed a wide open look.
The defense has to find a way to become mentally present in this ball game. Another open look, the offense is picking them apart.
Levine. Here comes the screen. 4-3. He made his first effort, but not that time. To Harden. Pulls up for two. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
Oh, he had him there for a second. Levine. And scores. Strong take.
There's some players out there that like the freedom of space, and then we have the anomalies. We have the players who feel comfortable being uncomfortable, and almost the physicality of the game centers them and puts them right on balance every time.
Gobert. Yes, And a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball, but sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Zach LaVine trying to cash in on a three-point play. For his career, 82%. Free throw good to cap off the three-point play. That cuts it to a 7-point game. Now it's Harden at the controls. To Paul. Harden. It's no good. Great defense. A drive down the lane, but the shot won't go down.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
To Zach LaVine. And the rebound comes down to the Rockets. Harden in possession. The lead stands at 9. Oh, they call him for the foul.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Tucker. Oh, good defense by the Jazz as they come away with the steal. And he throws it down. Rudy Gobert with the slam. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Harden. That misses with 3 seconds left. We're through one quarter here in game number 5. Jay and I return in a moment. You're tuned into the Western Conference semifinals on EA Sports. Time for some new personnel into the game. Carter Williams to Anthony. Yes, Carmelo Anthony. He's now 4 for 6.
And Melo will be the first one to tell you this. He's not ready to be a role player just yet. He can still put up points in bunches. Didn't shoot the ball that well last year, averaged around 16 a game. The lowest total of his 15-year career. Wow.
Harden to Anthony. Scores from the post.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Here's Rubio into the front court. Leads 4. Short jumper won't fall. Harden with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. And the defender over pursues, and he's called for it.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Tucker. Harden to P.J. Tucker. Five seconds to shoot. Trying to cash in. Knocks down a tough shot. That was smothering defense. Change of scenery, but how can Melo still impact a franchise?
It all starts with a mindset. It starts with embracing and accepting your new role. He is no longer a starter in this league. He's a guy that's going to need to be positive on the bench, bring in his shooting abilities off the bench, and also be a coach when he's on the floor. That's the next step in the evolution for Carmelo Anthony.
Utah ball. Rubio to Joe Ingles. Oh, he got a piece of it.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Ricky Rubio. He's got 2 shots coming. A career 83% free throw shooter. Oops, he missed the first one. Second one's good. Splits the pair. Harden with it up top. Down by 1. To Anthony. Oh, the whistle. Jay, take your hands off of me.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
Tucker. Knocks it down from mid-range. Sometimes it looks like he's not locked in, but think otherwise.
Let's be honest. Sometimes he is not locked in when the ball isn't in his hands. But do you need James Harden to be locked in 100% of the time? No, you need him to be locked in 95% when he has the ball in his hands. That's when something spectacular is going to happen offensively for your team.
5 to shoot for Utah. Has a look. Yes, when this guy's open, look out. Nearly automatic.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Oh, leaves the defender in the dust. To Anthony. Lays it up and in. Jay, mixed opinions with Carmelo Anthony. How will you remember his career?
Well, as of right now, he's a catch-and-shoot type player. But for me personally, Carmelo Anthony will go down as one of the greatest isolation players of all time. Back in his Denver days, his earlier New York Knicks days, there was nobody better in an isolated set than CA.
Jazz have the ball to Rubio. Screen coming. Grayson Allen to Rubio. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
And when plays like that happen with multiple players touching the ball, the basketball gods will 100% reward you.
Harden to Paul. Capella. Not a good shot there as he misses it. Rubio into the front court. They trail by 1. To Gobert. Defense making the ball handler work. A shot rejected by Capella.
Just incredible timing on that swap.
Knocked loose. Count the basket at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Here's Harden with the rock. And it's turned away by Gobert.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Shot by Carmelo, no good.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Beyond the arc for 3. Missed it. That's out. Last touch by Joe Ingles.
Take care of the ball.
To P.J. Tucker. Harden to Capella. Oh, not a good pass there as it's stolen by Utah.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively,
Only imagine how frustrating that is to stop.
it's beyond an arduous task for the defender. I'm getting frustrated even talking about it. Let me tell you 2 reasons why. Number 1, he's been top 5 in the league since the 2012-13 season in free throws attempted per game. That's pretty impressive. Will make any defender hesitant. And number 2, whenever the league implements a rule about you called the Harden rule for his knack for drawing cheap fouls, that's going to make any defender have a difficult time guarding Mr. Harden.
Rudy Gobert matched up with Knight. Shot from the lane won't go.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
Harden. from long range. And James Harden, well defended, still gets it to go down. The way he gets to the line, you have to respect every part of his game.
He is an occupational hazard for referees. He's the MVP of drawing fouls. He constantly baits the defender, which makes the defender's hands drop, which allows James Harden to drop buckets on.
To P.J. Tucker. Nothing going here on that drive. Tucker. To Harden. For three. Trying for a 30-point night, but it's no good.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Oh, Neto here against Knight. Screen coming. The Jazz with 4 on the shot clock. Doesn't have the touch. No good. To Capella. Tucker. Harden. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. Oh, you could sense that coming.
There is a premium market for players with that type of hand-eye coordination.
Harden misfires. It's no good. Mitchell with it up top. Up by 3. Trying to cash in. Wide open. Too easy. You can't give him that look.
There's only so many times you can hide from the truth. That was horrific defense. Just got to get it back on the next possession.
We get a whistle and a timeout for Houston. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here comes some changes. Paul. He was hacked. They let it go. Mitchell with the basketball. Up 5. Driving right to the basket. And a putback slam.
Ed, it's pretty amazing how athletic bigs can be when it comes to getting an easy 2 points, huh?
Paul with it up top. Looking to make something happen. To P.J. Tucker. Nothing going here on that drive. Tucker. Oh, not a good pass there as it's stolen by Utah.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort, it's off the charts.
Nene. To P.J. Tucker. Shot clock winding down. Goes to the right side. Chance for Paul. Deep 2 there. Won't go.
It's so important to instill confidence in your best player. I know he missed a shot earlier, but that doesn't mean that you can't run the same exact play and let him prove he's the player he thinks he is and we all know he is.
Here's Paul, controlling the offense. To P.J. Tucker. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one. Deep 3 at the buzzer. Third quarter comes to an end. The Jazz out in front. It's Utah basketball as we begin the fourth quarter. They had the lead coming out of halftime. They were able to extend that lead in the third quarter.
A lot of fans and players get consumed with the big plays, but the coaches love seeing their teams continuing to do the little things. That's how you increase the lead.
Raul Neto at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Shoots it at 75% for his career. Off the mark on his free throw. Going to launch beyond the arc. Won't go down. The follow won't go either. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Utah's got it to Allen. Short jumper off the mark. Oh, good defense by the Jazz as they come away with it.
You got to go for the score here right now in this possession.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. He was crowded. Grayson Allen off the mark. The follow won't go either. Nene to Anthony. Oh, good defense by the Jazz as they come away with the steal. Gets it in the left corner. Here comes the screen. Oh, Neto guarded by Nene. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Steps around the defender and puts it in. Nicely done.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Nothing going here on that drive. Missed it. They weren't going to give that to him. Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Layup goes down. Well done.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Carter Williams with it up top. His guys trail by 10. Anthony. Oh, not a good pass there as it's stolen by Utah. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
And if you're on defense on that last possession, no need to look over to the coach's bench, hold up your arms, wonder what did you do. Everybody got back, everybody communicated, everybody pointed. It was just better offense than there was defense.
To Carter Williams. The screen sets him up for two.
And what a postseason run last year for Eric Gordon. He's the perfect complementary player with James Harden and CP3. But in April and May, there was nothing complimentary about E. Gordon. He was an absolute star.
Rockets in control of the basketball. To Anthony. Fires the three, and Carmelo Anthony. Zero hesitation as he knocks down the three.
And your big is the one making that happen. Every time he's involved in a PNR, he's slipping it, forcing that guy from the weak side to come down to help. Quick skip passes equal threes in the bank.
Ingles guarded by Michael Carter Williams. Here comes the screen. Has a look. That's no good. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
And so many players, when they come into the paint, they come in with that soft approach. He didn't come in soft at all. He came in with aggression, and he went through the defender. Through, not around. That's key.
Joe Ingles trying to cash in on a three-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. The free throw is good. Finishing off the three-point play. The lead grows to 12. Here's Paul. Brings it up the floor. Has a chance. Add 2 points to the board.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
To Joe Ingles. 4-3. Wow, look at him dive for the loose ball. Gordon with it. The deficit now up to a dozen. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you. Oh, Neto, defended by Eric Gordon. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
To Joe Ingles. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Oh, whistle.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
Anthony to Paul. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Joe Ingles. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
To P.J. Tucker. Paul. And count the basket.
And did you see the lift on the shot? Did you see the ball release off the hand? To be able to have the concentration to finish with such a feathery touch in the midst of contact, that's something special to watch.
Ingles matched up with Paul. To Rubio. Screen coming. Yes! And a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Ricky Rubio at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. And a whistle.
His timing was a tad bit off.
They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Anthony to Harden. Fires the three. No good. To Allen. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with the fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Paul to Anthony. Tucker over to the right side. To Anthony. It's corralled by Ingles. It's Jazz ball. Joe Ingles. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
To Anthony. Paul to Harden. Trying to cash in. The shot, no good by Harden. To Joe Ingles. Has a look. Ingles with a shot, no good. The follow won't go either. To Paul. Here's a chance from long range. That's how you defend.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Here comes the screen. Beyond the arc for three. Off the mark. The follow won't go either. Harden in possession. Down a bundle. Lets it fly from long range. He's had a good shooting performance, but it doesn't look like it's going to be enough.
Yeah, no one else pretty much helped out. As a coach, I would be irate that nobody helped pick up the slack. Look, one man can never beat five.
From long range, Grayson Allen, you know he loves a challenge.
Man, you making people dance out there? I see you with the footwork.
To Paul. And he hits.
You see, the great playmakers see the shot before it ever happens. They recognized how they were being guarded on the previous set, and then they make the necessary adjustments.
Our opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. To Levine. Zach Levine, looking good, 4 for 5.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Harden has it up the floor. For three, buries it on the catch and shoot.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch, but great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
A good defense by the Jazz as they come away with it.
Let's just let the clock run out. We got to get out of here. I got a dinner to go to.
Harden in possession. His guys down big. And scores.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Throws it down. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
And ooh, I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on the defensive end, Ed, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change the narrative, because right now the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
Yeah, I still don't know who Irene is.
Read it. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down. Late heave to beat the buzzer. It's the Jazz who come away with the victory. They're going to continue on in these playoffs, heading to the Western Conference Finals. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been the NBA Playoffs on EA Sports. Find out more at easports.com. Until next time, good night.